This keyboard here, the NYFTA gaming keyboard, is one of the best I've ever tested. And what makes this keyboard so special, you will find out in today's video. About 3 billion people play on this world. It doesn't matter if it's a smartphone, or if you play with a VR headset, or with consoles, be it the Xbox, be it the PlayStation, or whatever, and also a PC. And for that you need a decent and good keyboard, like the one from NYFTA, which was founded in 2019 by the makers Alex and Christoph. They have aimed to produce a keyboard that really stands out from the competition. On their site there are not only mousepads, but also arm sleeves and gaming keyboards, which are very special and cannot be found everywhere. Actually, we just wanted to make a short video about it, an unboxing, but then this keyboard inspired me so much that we decided, no, we will make a detailed review here and show you what makes the difference. We opted for the model Generation 298, which is available in black and white. The 98 stands for the layout, i.e. 1890 is in German here. Let's take a look at what NYFTA has to offer here. What is included in the packaging? And I'll show you in a moment, namely replacement caps. These are also included. And what else do we see? There is a lot of accessories. Let's take a closer look. First of all, we have a USB-C to USB-A cable. This is 1.90 meters long. So more than enough. You can easily connect the keyboard to your PC or laptop. USB-C cable, 1.90 meters long. Then we have the empty key or the distance key. This is even in black, so that we have a nice contrast here. And this is also kept in black, just like the empty key or the spacebar key. In addition, the company NYFTA also packs reserve caps. In other words, we have a number of 3 reserve caps here. If something happens, you have a reserve here. 3 are included. These are also included. As many keyboard manufacturers know, they also provide a cleaning brush. In other words, this is also included. Should the keyboard be dusty or dirty, you have a great brush with you, so that you can get it clean again. So this is also included. That gives a big thumbs up. What should of course not be missing is the keycap puller. Of course, this is also included in the scope of delivery. With this keycap puller you can pull out the keys very comfortably. That means if there is a defect, you can pull it out at any time and replace it in seconds. And last but not least, of course, a switch puller is also included, so that you can easily replace the switches here. As I said, the switch puller closes the whole thing. This is also included in the scope of delivery. That's actually it with the scope of delivery. More than enough. More than many other manufacturers pack here. Our keyboard is kept in white. Very, very elegant, of course. But these are also available in black. Should someone say, no, I don't want a white keyboard, but a black keyboard? This is of course possible because the keyboard is available in 2 different colors. And in addition to the keycaps that you can order, you can design the keyboard as you like. On the back we find the USB-C connection so that we can connect it to our PC. What is no longer self-evident is that the keyboard can be adjusted in height. This means that it has feet so that I can put them up so that the whole thing is more ergonomic for work. This is also possible with our NYFTA G98. Let's get to the most important question. What kind of switches are installed here? Quite simply, we have linear switches here with the GaDon Yellow G Pro 2.0 technology. This ensures that we have a special acoustics and haptics here, as we hear best in this video or in this clip with the original sound. I think it can't be done better here. Our switches are greased with silicone and foam insulation. This brings this great effect in haptics. This brings your game to a new level. The quality of the workmanship here is indescribable. This is what other manufacturers are looking for in vain. With the software that you can download on the website, there are no more limits for you. You can not only change the lighting here. No, you can change pretty much everything here. You can reprogram the keyboard layout here. You can, as I said, adjust different lighting models here. You can adjust the brightness. You can adjust so much. As I said, this is brilliant. You can adjust so much here. You can really design the keyboard according to your wishes, as you would like it. And if you are interested in what reaction time there is, the NYFTA board has a refresh rate of 1000 Hz. This means that a reaction time of a millisecond is not noticeable for humans. It's a lot of fun to play on this keyboard. Because, as I said, I can adjust the keys myself. And this haptics is unique with the silicone insulation. That's a lot of fun, as I mentioned before. As a little bonus, we present you the Mousepad. An RGB mousepad. As I said, there are different designs. And mine is RGB, so I can change the color here. And here we have our mousepad. As a little gimmick or thank you, there are even gummy bears here. And like every mousepad, you have the story of NYFTA here on the packaging. In other words, here you get to know the story. Where does NYFTA come from? When was it founded? And much more. As I said, you have the story in every mousepad in the packaging, so that you know where NYFTA comes from and who founded it. You can see everything explained in detail here. Now let's grab our mousepad and see what it looks like. The combination looks great. We have a great processing here. Made of a superior material. A perfect glide. In other words, fast mouse movements just glide here. Let's come to a conclusion. To this day, a keyboard has neither excited me nor fascinated me. That has changed since the NYFTA keyboard. And although I am not a great gamer, but rather do something with video editing or with films, I am enthusiastic about the keyboard. I think it's a shame that I didn't know that until now. Try it out for yourself. The guys are really super nice. The contact was fantastic. Try out this keyboard. Get this keyboard. You can't do anything wrong with it. This model that I have costs $154.90 in the offer. But I can promise you that it is worth every penny. Of course, we will link you to where you can buy it. If you have any questions, use the comment function. We say thank you for watching and goodbye.